Hi, my name is John Alzheimer, and I'm a credit expert who contributes to creditcardinsider.com. If you have any questions for us, then please submit them in the comments section below. Today's question is actually not a question. The good folks from creditcardinsider.com asked me if I had any interesting, kind of crazy or horror stories to tell our viewers regarding the use of credit cards, and I actually do have a couple. So I'm going to tell one in this YouTube video, and then I'm going to make another YouTube video and tell the second one. So please be sure to catch both videos. So this one is actually a horror story, and it's a horror story where the card holder attempted to rewrite the rules of engagement with her credit card issuer, and the result was a disaster. And so let me give you the scenario that happened to this young lady. And she tried to find out a way out of it after she had gone so far down the path of getting herself into it that it was impossible to get out of it. This young lady was paying for a rehearsal dinner for, I guess it was one of her children or some children were getting married, and they were having a rehearsal dinner, and she had hired a catering company to cater an event, the rehearsal dinner. She went prior to the event and tasted the food, or tasted, from the menu of selections of food to try to get an idea of what she wanted to choose for the dinner and what it tasted like, if it was good food or if it was garbage. And she hired this catering company to essentially be the catering company for the rehearsal dinner that she was paying for. Guess how she was paying for the rehearsal dinner? On her credit card. She was charging it, not only the deposit, but also the balance due, the remainder of the balance due after the rehearsal dinner was over was being put on the credit card. So the day of the rehearsal dinner comes, the event happens, and apparently she is horribly dissatisfied with the taste of the food. Her complaint, to me anyways, was the food was completely different at the event than when I tasted it in their kitchen. So she decided that she was going to close her credit card, which prevented the catering company from charging the remainder of the balance due. The problem is that you have now just put yourself in a position where the catering company is going to attempt to collect the debt because it was many thousands of dollars of food that was paid for, or supposed to be paid for, with the credit card that she used to place the deposit. So the catering company attempted to make a charge. They were unable to do so, and her argument to me was, well, the food wasn't any good, so I'm not going to pay for it. No, that's not going to work. So she's essentially kind of rewritten the rules of engagement by having this position that she's taken, and she was quite anchored to the position. She was not willing to be flexible at all. She wasn't going to pay for anything. So what do you think the catering company did? They sued her. They sued her for thousands and thousands of dollars. This young lady ignored the summons, meaning when you are sued, it's called a process server. They actually bring a document to you and either post it on your front door or they hand it to you, and it's essentially you have been served that you are being sued. Well, she ignored that, and essentially she tried to just pretend like it didn't exist and that all was going to go away, because she was of the impression that if it wasn't good, that she didn't have to pay for it. She got sued. She didn't respond to the summons, so the catering company got what's referred to as a default judgment. So she lost by default because she never showed up for her court date. The default judgment showed up on her credit report, which they're absolutely allowed to do, and it will remain there for 7 years from the date that it has been filed. The catering company also attempted to garnish her wages, but she doesn't work, so she doesn't actually have a wage to garnish. But now that she has this judgment on her credit report for many thousands of dollars, she can't get a loan because the lender wants her to pay off the judgment. She can't afford to do so. So, I guess in hindsight, the proper thing to do would have been to pay the catering company or try to work out some sort of arrangement with the catering company for a reduced charge or reduced fee because of the dissatisfaction with the food. Not completely ignore them and basically say, I'm not going to pay you a dime because I just didn't like your food. So that's horror story number one. catch us on the other YouTube video for Horror Story number 2. You're going to like that one too. And reminder, if you have any other questions pertaining to credit or other financial topics, then please submit them to creditcardinsider.com or in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for your time and have a nice day.